2019 Eurovision Song Contest is over and the Netherlands have won with the song Arcade by Duncan Lawrence. The UK started the decade in last place and ended it the same way, with singer Michael Rice receiving only 16 points at the bottom of the scoreboard. The 2010s have been the UK's worst decade in the history of the contest, 6 times in bottom 4 and twice in last place. It's one of just 8 countries without a single top 10 place in this decade. The others are Belarus, Croatia, Finland, Montenegro, Slovenia, Slovakia and San Marino. I'm Jojo Wood and you're watching Eurovision UK TV.
This decade has been a disgrace, so often near the bottom and twice we've been last place. These results cannot be ignored, just one appearance on the left side of the scoreboard. What can be done so long since we've won, or even been anywhere near? In the UK, we've lost our way, we need to find it next year. We gotta change the record, we need to get back in the top 10. We gotta change the record, we need to get back up again. If you believe the British press, you'll think it's 'cause of Brexit and all of that mess. But we know that's a load of crap, we were drowning at the bottom long before that. No time to waste, time that we faced, the fact that we have sunk to the floor. Humiliation all over the nation, we cannot take any more. We gotta change the record, we need to get back in the top 10. We gotta change the record, we need to get back up again. We've been the winners 5 times on Europe's favourite television show and 15 times in second place. But sadly this is too long ago. We need to change the story, restore our former glory. We have a reputation to save, don't wanna be the laughingstock of Europe. Terry Wogan must be turning in his grave.
We gotta change the record. We gotta change and get back into the top 10.
We gotta change the record. We gotta change and get back up again.
We gotta change the record. We gotta change and get back into the top 10.
We gotta change the record. We gotta change and get back up
We gotta
again.
change the record,
We gotta change and get back into the top
we need to
10.
get back in the top 10.
We gotta change and get back up
We gotta
again.
change the record,
We gotta change and get back into the
we
top
need
10.
to get back up again.
We gotta change and get back up again.
Those Israelis know how to party.
I haven't partied so hard since the UK last one.
Surprised you can remember that far back.
Are you talking about the Eurovision? We heard the UK came last again. We could send Ed Sheeran or Adele and we'd still be in the bottom. We used to win all the time. Now Europe hates us. It's all political.
Bingo!
Oh, we hear the same comments every year. So we like to play Eurovision cliche bingo.
So we had Ed Sheeran, Adele.
UK comes last every year.
We used to win all the time. One more. What else did you say, love?
She said it was political. And Europe hates us. Oh, I got a line. So, did you watch it?
Oh, I haven't seen it since ABBA won. We didn't know it was happening until we got talking to a chap at breakfast this morning in the hotel. Said he was the Russian singer.
What? You had breakfast with Sergei Lazarev?
We don't know his name. Very cute.
Did he look like this?
That's him.
Oh.
Have you been to the contest before?
18 times.
And do you always go together?
We're not together. I'm not gay. He is.
Oh, don't say it like it's a disease.
I just don't get why everyone always thinks we're a couple.
Pair of men hanging out together at Eurovision. I mean, why would they possibly think that?
Ladies and gentlemen, your flight to Leeds Bradford Airport is ready to board. Please collect your luggage and make your way to the departure gate. Thank you.
Did you watch it?
I watched the songs and then I went out with that bloke I met on Tinder.
We watched the whole thing.
You passed out before the end.
That was the vodka's fault. We were playing Eurovision vodka shots.
You know, where you pick a Eurovision thing, like wind machines, key changes, pyrotechnics, whatever, and then you have a vodka shot every time your thing comes up.
Well, I did it to liven up my dull husband and his duller parents. But they went to bed after the songs and so I just got more and more hammered.
Kathy had a vodka shot every time one of the spokespersons said, "Thank you for the amazing show."
Oh, you must have been wasted.
My head still
8, 9
hurts.
times with it. Something.
Oh! Hey!
Hi! Oh, how was it?
Right.
Nicky, come and tell us on the podcast. Sorry.
We had the best time ever.
How was the night?
Oh, it was brilliant. Let's just say I became very friendly with one of the makeup guys at the Lithuanian delegation.
So, what did you think of the contest?
Australia got my vote, floating about on those poles. I was worried she'd drop a mic and wouldn't be able to pick it up again.
Did you see that Icelandic group in all that bondage wear?
I thought I'd accidentally switched channels. It was a far cry from Brotherhood of Man.
Oh, we really like the winner.
Look, when did the Netherlands last win?
The night I was born, 1975. You must have heard the story.
I knew I was going into labour, but I didn't want to miss the Eurovision. I was convinced that the Shadows were going to win with Let Me Be the One. It was about an hour into the show when I couldn't hold back any longer and they rushed me into hospital. The midwife let me listen to it on the radio. Andy was born just as the final votes came in that dreadful ding-a-bloody-dong one.
Ding-a-dong's a classic, Jackie. Still fills the dance floor.
Well, you won't catch me dancing to it. It was the biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard and I'm still cross it won. I had some tough times in the 70s, but that song Beating the Shadows was the most painful of them all. More painful than giving birth. Absolutely.
Life can be pretty tough, and things can get on top of you. Sometimes you've had enough. No matter what you aim to do, there are days when you really try. But the burden doesn't seem to shift. You sit and wonder why your flagging spirits never lift. You dream of a life that's free from care, where you wouldn't have to bear the pain. It can hit you hard, it can slap you on the cheek and leave it stinging. Pain. It can knock you out, it can box you in the ears and leave them ringing. Pain. It can tip the scale, it can leave you in a terrible condition. Pain. The worst kind of all is when your country finishes in second position. That's pain. Yeah. Life deals some heavy blows that leave you feeling somewhat blue. You take the highs and lows and do your best to make it through. There are days when it goes so wrong that you long to crawl back into bed, but you somehow stagger on and face the agony instead. You wish you were in a better place, but instead you're forced to face the pain. It can mess you up, it can leave you so you're constantly crying. Pain. It can kick you hard, it can make you feel like your insides are dying. Pain.
can make you go from weary to wearier pain. The worst kind of all is when your country comes second to something inferior pain. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's no surprise that you get annoyed when you can't seem to avoid the pain. It can eat you up, it can make the good times seem long forgotten. Pain, it can bring you down, it can make you feel like you've hit rock bottom. Pain, it can make you cross, it can make you feel the opposite of civil. Pain, the worst kind of all is when your country comes second to a load of drivel. That's pain. Pain.
The EBU has issued a statement declaring the results recorded at last Saturday's Eurovision final were incorrect. The jury votes from Belarus were submitted upside down in error, meaning the country that had scored the fewest points received the maximum. The scoreboard has now been amended and the results have been published online. The top 4 positions remain unchanged, but 10 countries have moved up or down the scoreboard. The UK still sits in last place, and with the incorrect points now subtracted, taking its final total from 16 down to 11. I'm Jojo Wood and you're watching Eurovision UK TV.
Now, when did you first start suffering?
A few days ago.
And what are your symptoms?
I don't have any appetite, I can't sleep properly, I can't focus at work.
Have you had this before?
Yes, it always happens around this time of year.
Right, that suggests it could be some form of STD.
Excuse me?
Seasonal time disorder. It's more common in the winter, but it's not unheard of at this time of year.
But May's the best time of the year for me. I'm a big ESC fan, so it's kind of like Christmas is for other people.
ESC?
Eurovision Song Contest.
You're a Eurovision fan? The contest was last weekend, wasn't it? You should have said so earlier. You're clearly suffering from PED.
What's PED?
Post-Eurovision depression. It's a recognised state that many Eurovision fans fall into in the days and weeks following the contest.
So what do I do?
Well, you can help the condition by watching some YouTube clips or even following some Eurovision blogs and other related articles. But there's no actual cure for it.
At least it all makes sense now. Thank you very much.
Woke up this morning in a state. Inside I felt all wrong. Something was missing from my life. I couldn't put my finger on, so I racked my brain trying to explain the reason for this fear. Then it came to me that the ESC was over for another year. I got PED, I don't know what I should do. I got PED, don't know if I can make it through. Can't focus at work, make a single decision. All I wanna do is watch the Eurovision. Are you suffering just like me from a serious case of PED? I can't explain myself at work. They wouldn't get my pain, they wouldn't understand the hurt that's driving me insane. They think it's a joke and they like to poke fun at it all the time. They will never see that for fans like me, it's really quite divine. I got PED, I don't know what I should do. I got PED, don't know if I can make it through. Can't focus at work, make a single decision. All I wanna do is watch the Eurovision. Are you suffering just like me from a serious case of PED. The last few weeks were really great. As we grew closer day by day, the odds the blogs kept me up late. I couldn't tear myself away. I neglected my home, the garden's overgrown, the washing isn't done. Non-Eurovision emails, well, I have simply failed to answer a single one. When the rehearsal clips arrived, I was glued to my iPhone screen, although it made me sleep deprived. There isn't one I haven't seen. Out there in Tel Aviv, I didn't want to leave. It was the place to be. It was so much fun, but now the contest's done, I've got to face reality. I got PD. I don't know what I should do. I got PED. Don't know if I can make it through. Can't focus at work, make a single decision. All I wanna do is watch the Eurovision. Are you suffering just like me? Simply longing to be set free. Let's come together and we'll see if we can get rid of this PED.
Are we ever going to watch this film? You've been on that for hours.
Nicky and I set it up a Facebook group for the UK fans. Got a petition sent to the BBC, and I'm just looking for a date in September for a group meeting.
While you're looking at dates, we have some social invitations. Let me tell you what they are. We have my work barbecue on July the 20th.
Manchester calling. That Eurovision night I told you about?
Oh, okay. And then we've got surprise 50th for Steve. That's the last Saturday in August.
31st?
Yep.
No, it's the Eurovision cruise from Helsinki. I'm going with Nicky. All booked and paid for.
Okay. Well, my parents' 50th wedding anniversary party. That's Saturday, October the 12th.
No.
Another Eurovision event?
It's the annual Eurobash in Leeds.
Oh, can't you miss it?
I've already said I'll go. Nicky and I are doing stars in their Eurovision eyes. Doing Morland and Deborah Scarlett. Monster Like Me, you know. Norway 2015.
No, of course I don't know. I'm normal. No point asking you to the outdoor swimmers party last Saturday in October.
That I can do.
Really? You sure you're not, having dinner with Dana International or going clubbing with Conchita Wurst?
Why are you so snappy?
Because I hardly ever see you, and when I do, you're always looking at Eurovision stuff.
The UK's crap results over the last decade have sent the fan community into meltdown.
You and I are going to melt down if you're not careful. It would be different if we lived together.
I've said you can move in with me.
You know I can't commute from yours, it's too far.
But I don't want to move away from Harrogate.
Of course you don't. Harrogate is sacred. Having played host to the Eurovision back whenever it was.
24th April 1982.
Oh.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicky, this is Andy. It's great to see you all here with a common aim of getting the UK back on track at Eurovision.
We've lots of ideas, but do chip in as we go along.
So, our petition to the BBC, with thousands of signatures asking for a change in selection process, has got us nowhere.
I heard a rumour. They're going to use the 6-song format again in 2020.
I heard that. The fans could pick one song from open submissions and the rest could be internal selection.
If that happens, we have to make sure that the fan's song is the one that gets through to the Eurovision.
We should get all the fans on board and vote en masse. Everyone should vote as many times as they can, or as many devices as they can get hold of.
You know what? We should get some fans to write a song. They know what actually works at contests.
Yeah, we could put a call out for any fans that are songwriters.
Years ago, when we were younger, we wrote songs and had a band.
Did you ever think about writing a song for the contest?
We did enter. We were in the national finals 4 times back in the 80s and 90s, but we never got any further.
You were in a song for Europe. You're like Eurovision royalty.
No, not back then we weren't. Eurovision was very low-key, not like it is now.
Our band name was always The Bridesmaid. The reference to the UK coming second so many times at the contest.
You two were always the bridesmaid. Oh, I thought you looked familiar. You were great, and you knew how to write a good song.
Why don't you write a song for 2020? We don't support it.
I don't know, it's been years.
Well, the UK public's so out of touch with what actually works at Eurovision. And you know the score.
The The key is to not think of it as writing a song for the contest. Just write a good song.
Write as a song. It must be no more than 3 minutes long. Something unique with a timeless melody. With something special at the start to set the song apart.
Write us a song, one that is both understated and strong. Something complete with originality. With words that speak to us throughout, that we all care about.
It seems to me all that we need is a song that makes the whole world want to sing. It's a song that turns each winter into spring. A song that makes the sky a lovely shade of blue. It's a song that makes a difference to your day. It's a song that sends your troubles far away. A song that makes the whole world want to smile with you.
Write us a song, perhaps avoiding words like ding ding a dong. Something that knows exactly what it has to say. With a message loud and clear that we all want to hear.
Write us a song, one with which we can all sing along. Something that flows from the beginning all the way. With harmonies that blend in well to help the tune excel.
It seems to me all that we need is a song that makes the whole world want to sing. It's a song that turns each winter into spring. A song that makes the sky a lovely shade of blue. It's a song that makes a difference to your day. It's a song that sends your troubles far away. A song that makes the whole world want to smile with you. People talk about staging. It's important to get this right. Then there are the costumes. It helps if you dress in white. They say a good dance move will pull more votes on the night. But what matters above all else is the magic of the song itself.
It's a song that makes the whole world want to sing. It's a song that turns each winter into spring. A song that makes the sky a lovely shade of blue. It's a song that makes a difference to your day. It's a song that sends your troubles far away. A song that makes the whole world want to smile with you.
It's a song that makes the whole world want to sing. It's a song that turns each winter into spring. A song that makes the sky a lovely shade of blue. It's a song that makes a difference to your day. It's a song that sends your troubles far away. A song that makes the whole world want to smile with you. It's a song that will be written by the two of you.
In the UK, the selection process has begun to find next year's Eurovision song. Songwriters and artists are invited to submit a song for the contest. Interested parties should upload a video of their song to the BBC Eurovision portal, details of which can be found on the website. One song from open submissions will be selected by the Eurovision fans. The other 5 will be selected internally by the BBC. The UK National Selection Show will be hosted early March 2020, and it's rumoured the host will be Mel Gedroych and Eurovision winner Maren Zelmerlo. I'm Jojo Wood and you're watching Eurovision UK TV.
So run this by us again. You two are writing a song for next year's contest.
That's right, the Eurovision fans needed a voice and they've picked us.
But you haven't written anything together for over 20 years.
They could come up with something. You were very good.
Oh, of course you're going to say he's very good, Mum. He's your only son. I don't know about this. 2 middle-aged blokes at Eurovision.
Well, it worked for Ireland with Rock and Roll Kids in '94.
What?
And for the Olsen brothers in 2000.
Hello. Where would you even start?
Well, it'd help if we dug out some of our old stuff.
I've got it all here. I had Techie Tim from work put it all on a DVD for me. I've got all 4 of his songs in chronological order.
Oh, thunder and lightning, it's getting exciting.
My word, I didn't know you had this more.
Before we watch the first one, bear in mind that we wrote this when we were heavily into Stock Aitken and Waterman. Kylie, Jason, Sonia, Rick Astley, the full works.
Stop having excuses and put it on.
When I saw you on the beach, you were lying in the sun. Your skin was tanned, soft as a peach, and I knew you were the one. I felt so shy, my tongue was tied. I stood there for a while, and then you gave me your sweet smile. Everything changed when you looked at me. From that moment on, we never were apart. You turned my dreams to reality, and heaven was in my heart.
Heaven in my heart. Heaven in my heart.
Okay, I have been with you for over 14 years. How come I've never seen this?
It's just never come up in conversation.
That's right, because you hardly ever talk about the Eurovision.
I can't wait to see the next one, to see what your hair does next.
This next one's 1991. I mean, the lyrics will seem pretty vomit-inducing now, but they were very in at the time.
Well, the UK entry the previous year was called Give a Little Love Back to the World. And the song representing the UK in 91 was about world poverty and had lyrics like, half the world is hungry just through being born. And every day is a compromise for a grain of corn.
Oh, ouch. Go on.
All over the universe, all the children should come first. We should lend a helping hand.
Lend a helping hand.
It is time we learn to share everything that's in our care. Bring them to a promised land.
To a promised land.
Let go of our stubborn pride. Show them who we are inside. Help our little world.
Help our little world.
All the boys and girls.
All the boys and girls.
Help them all to see.
Help them all to see.
Those who are in need.
Help our little world.
Oh, well, I think it's safe to say that one hasn't worn so well. The harmonies are lovely.
I can't believe I'm related to someone who wrote the words children and universe in the same sentence and then set it to music.
Well, our next entry was in 95, and the UK selection process had a big makeover that year, and the entries sounded something like what you'd actually hear in the charts.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time clubbing in Leeds, and we were very into the Europop scene.
I got the key to your love. Every single day it's all I'm thinking of. I've got the key to your touch. Every single day it's what I need so much. I wanna be around you all the time. When I can't be with you, I go out of my mind.
Give me your love in the morning. Tell me you love me all through the day. Show me your love in the evening. Hold me at night.
some sort of cardio workout. It's still very catchy.
It sounds really like the "Ooh Yeah, Give Me a Little Bit" song. Wasn't that in the Eurovision?
Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit by Gina G was a UK entry the following year. We think we inspired Gina for that one.
And finally, this is our 1997 song.
That was the year the UK won, wasn't it?
It was. We were up against Katrina of the Waves, who, as you know, went on to win the contest.
Remember, the contest was dominated by Ireland in the 90s. They'd won 4 times in the previous 5 years. The only hope of getting past them was to play them at their own game.
Go on. Okay.
Walking all alone on the cliffs of the motherland, secrets of the sea moving out with the tide. I can hear a voice calling out in the falling rain. It will keep me safe till I'm back by your side. Mist upon the water, clouds across the sky, echoing the thoughts in my mind. Far away from me, I hear the melody, walking over sands of time.
I still think that should have won. I'm sure you'd have done better than Katrina in the Waves.
Oh, Katrina in the Waves won. There is no better.
Well, they might have been awarded more points.
Katrina scored more 12 points than anyone previously. I'm not convinced our Irish rip-off would have done the same.
So why didn't you write any more?
Oh, we felt that after 4 attempts it was time to give it up as a bad job.
Until now.
Before we go in, can I beg you not to mention the Eurovision this evening?
I won't. If you don't mention swimming.
We're at a swimmer's party. It may come up.
Oh, hi there, hi. Nice to see you. You alright?
We were just talking about how most people are meeting online these days. Is that how you two met?
Actually, we met at a party.
Oh, what kind of party?
Well, it was
It was a party for the it was a party for the 50th Eurovision in 2005. I was dressed as Johnny Rogan and Sarah. Sarah was dressed as Cheryl Baker from Buxters.
The one with the...
We got talking after the voting and the rest is history.
Well, don't get me started on the Eurovision voting though. I mean, it's always the same countries. They give all the same points to all the neighbours.
If that were true, it would be the same results every year, wouldn't it?
Well, it almost is, isn't it? It's always some eastern country that wins.
Out of the last 10 winners, 7 were Germany, Austria, Portugal, Denmark, the Netherlands and Sweden twice. I think the last time I looked at a map, they weren't in Eastern.
Well, if you ask me, it's a waste of licensed payers' money.
It's one of the most efficient TV programmes there is. I mean, there's millions of viewers at very little cost.
Yeah, I always make sure I'm out when it's on.
You don't actually have to leave the house, you know. You can just turn off BBC One.
And what's Australia doing in it? It's not even in Europe.
Australia were invited to the 2015 contest. You don't actually have to be in Europe to be in the contest. You know?
But it helps to be in the EU. We already get nil point every year. And now because of Brexit, we'll probably get minus points.
We have had a nil point once in over 60 years at the contest. Once.
It's all completely political. It's a total fix.
If I had a pound for every time I'd heard somebody say it was political, I could have retired. And anyway, how can it be a fix? There's over 40 countries all voted by telephone.
Ah, calm down, mate. Don't get yourself stressed out over some silly song contest. I mean, he's right. I'm telling you, this guy is all political.
Oh, yeah?
A fight about the Eurovision Song Contest broke out last night at Oliver's Pantry in Ripon. Local Eurovision fan Andy Shaw punched cool bathing director Carl Thomas when he said that the Eurovision voting was all political. Andy Shaw was removed from the premises and has since issued an apology for his behaviour, saying, "I feel very strongly about the Eurovision and my passion for the contest sometimes gets the better of me." Carl Thomas hasn't sustained any major injuries and will return to work tomorrow morning. I'm Jojo Wood and you're watching Eurovision UK TV.
Why don't you start by telling me what the main problem is, Andy?
Oh, I don't really think there is a problem. I mean, okay, we've been together 14 years, so maybe the romance has waned a little.
Sarah?
Andy is obsessed with the Eurovision Song Contest. It's been slowly killing our relationship, and to top it all, last weekend he punched someone at a party when they said the voting was political.
Yes, I read about that in the papers. Let's put that to one side for a moment. First, start by telling me in what way the Eurovision directly affects your relationship.
He talks about it all the time, day and night. If we're out with other people, he steers the conversation round to it, and when it's just the two of us, there's some reference to the contest every few minutes. He lives it, he breathes it, it's driving me crazy.
Can you give me an example of the sort of thing you're talking about?
I can give you a million.
Let's start with one.
Okay, at my niece's christening last month, every time the word Lord came up in the responses, he said Lordy. Lordy were the Finnish rockers that won in 2007.
It's 2006.
Oh, see?
Well, aside from making reference to it, when else does it get in the way?
It's more a case of when doesn't it get in the way.
It's only one night a year.
One night? One night?
Well, 3 if you include the semi-finals.
3 nights? 3 nights? You have got to be kidding. There are the Manchester events you go to throughout the year, the nights in Glasgow, in London. There's the Berlin weekend, the annual cruise, the Eurobash. There's all those preview parties you go to, the London Eurovision party, the Amsterdam weekend, that Swedish melody thingy that you fly off to every year. And that's before we even count the nights with Nicky, no doubt, talking about it non-stop.
It's only a hobby, like you and your swimming.
It's nothing like that, and the fact that you can't even see it shows just how bad it's become.
It starts in the middle of May, when you say it's over for another year, and yet the very next day, these are the words I always hear. I'm going online, I won't be much time, just gonna analyse the scoring. You don't notice how as the minutes turn to hours, I'm on your sofa quietly snoring. Then as the weeks go by and I try to spend a bit of time with you, you always have one eye on your screen in every little thing we do. I sit and listen about some petition that's gonna change the UK's chances. Might as well not be there for all that you care. I don't think this is what romance is. This thing is never ending. You have gone way beyond obsessed. All of this time you're spending, it's just a stupid song contest. I can't believe that you don't see how detrimental it can be to you and me. It's never ending. All through the summertime, I resigned myself to second place as you tried to find out which city's gonna win the bidding race. I care not a damn if it's Maastricht or Rotterdam, but there is constant speculation. Your low-level panic soon turns to manic when you can't find accommodation. Then winter comes along and I want you to try to talk some sense, but you start going on about next year and all the Eurovision events. You're wondering who's gonna be on the cruise from Eurovision's rich and famous. You mention each star like I know who they are. You might as well be talking Danish. This thing is never ending. You have gone way beyond obsessed. All of this time you're spending, it's just a stupid song contest. I can't believe that you don't see how detrimental it can be to you and me. It's never ending. All I ask for is one single day when you throw some attention my way. I don't care what we do, where we go, just don't talk about that freaking show. Then we reach New Year, as I fear you lose all sense of reason. I try to stay well clear as you enter Eurovision season. For a number of weeks, you and all of those geeks on social media are united. You go on and on, analysing each song, and wonder why I'm not excited. And then it's time to go to the show you've been longing for so much, and I already know for 14 days you and I won't be in touch. Time passes quickly, soon you and Nicky are on your way back home, and then it's the middle of May, and the very next day the whole thing starts all over again. This thing is never ending. You have gone way beyond obsessed. All of this time you're spending, it's just a stupid song contest.
Social media after his outburst last week.
His obsession with Eurovision has gone to a whole new level. You're well out of it.
I blame all those online groups connecting weirdos with other weirdos.
Are you talking about Eurovision or Tinder?
Anyway, how are you doing?
Oh, you know me, I don't dwell on the past. I mean, sure, we were together for over 14 years and he loved a TV show more than me, but do you know what? I'm over it.
Then it's time to get back in the saddle. I've mocked up a profile for you on Plenty of Fish.
Oh my God, we just split up.
But you said you were over it. And there are fit men waiting for you right now. And if you don't snap them up, somebody else will.
Yeah, you.
Forget it, I'm not going out with some random bloke from a dating website.
Dating websites are the future. I've met all my recent conquests online and they've all been great. Apart from the one who wanted me to dress up as his mother.
Ooh. Anyway, moving on. Shall we watch Music and Lyrics?
Yeah, that one's in my top 10 of rom-com movies. I mean, all down to Hugh Grant singing to that girl in the arena at the end.
Oh, I love that bit.
We'll watch Music and Lyrics when you've agreed to go on Plenty of Fish.
Oh, what did you write in my profile?
Single, obviously. Late 30s.
Late 30s? I'm 46.
They don't need to know that. Admitting you're in your 40s narrows the field by half. You've got to promote yourself in this game.
I think you should do it. No. I mean, I'd kill to be going on some hot dates instead of stuck at home with dull Steve.
2 against 1. You're doing it. Now, about selling yourself a bit more, think of yourself like a Eurovision song. You know, those songs that are fairly mediocre but have some fabulous performer sing the pants off them. That's what you've got to do.
Sing her pants off? I mean, could be a bit awkward in public.
Remember that drop-dead gorgeous Greek bloke in the contest in the early noughties?
I remember him. Ripped his top off and did a backflip at the end.
Now, that song was pretty forgettable. But him... I can tell you a thing or two about what to do to get some attention. I can show you how to make a lot out of what you've got with the best of intention. Now that you're back upon the shelf, reinvent yourself. There's nothing to it, now's the time you can start to live. You've a lot to give if you know how to use it. They'll be beating down your door. See how many you can score. You're back in the game, oh, oh, oh. You're in the match now, ready to play, oh, oh, oh. It's time to catch now, girlfriend. If you've got it, flaunt it, hold it, throw it, pass it, take it. Back in the game, oh, oh, oh. You gotta shake, shake, shake it.
You a thing or two of what not to do. If you want recognition, marry a man who never looks your way, 'cause nodding off all day is his only ambition. I could send in a Greek goddess in a stunning dress, or a cute air hostess. I can tell you, I can guarantee he wouldn't even see, he wouldn't even notice if you're aiming for success. Listen up, 'cause she knows best.
You're back in the game, oh, oh, oh. You're in the lead now, ready to play, oh, oh, oh. Indulge your greed now, sister, if you've got it, flaunt it, heat it, stir it, boil it, bake it, back in the game. Oh, 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 you gotta shake, shake, shake it. Who says people our age can't have fun, fun, fun? 46 is the new 21, 1, 1. You're back in the game, oh, oh, oh. And you're on court now, ready to play, oh, oh, oh. Your favourite sport now, woman, if you've got it, flaunt it, serve it, slice it, bend it, break it, back in the game, oh, oh, oh. You gotta shake, shake, shake it. You gotta shake, shake, shake it.
Are you sure you want to watch the whole contest? The voting?
I don't know. It's so tense.
Well, at least we know how it ends. It's not like when we watched it live.
Those scars took a long time to heal.
If only we could go back and give the UK a couple more points, then we'd have won.
Whatever you losers are doing, you need to put it on hold.
We're just about to watch the 1988 contest.
Isn't that the year Celine Dion won?
Yeah. Who did she think she was, beating the UK by 1 point?
I thought you liked her.
Well, we like her now. Back then she was that bitch that beat the UK.
Well, I've just come through your kitchen and your phone is vibrating with a message from BBC Eurovision submissions. You might want to check it.
Oh, this is it. Have we got through? I can't bear to look. You do it.
I can't. Mum.
Give it here. Thank you for your recent submission to Eurovision 2020 BBC. The fans have decided and your song has been chosen to go forward to Eurovision You Decide in March 2020. Details of which will be sent in due course.
Can this be happening? Over 30 years since our first go, there's an opportunity to be the winners at the national show. Now here we are, we've come this far. Could it be we're in with a chance, in with a chance, and this time we're gonna take it. In with a chance, in with a chance, and this time we'll try to make it to the final show. One step further is all we need to go, 'cause we've been here before, and now we're back for more. With the help of the fans, we're in with a chance. 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 Time. It's been a long, long while since we tried to represent the UK. Now, wisdom is on our side. We can use it to help us on our way. Tried in the past, now all we ask is that we are in with a chance, in with a chance, and this time we're gonna take it. In with a chance, in with a chance, and this time we'll try to make it to the final show. One step further is all we need to go, 'cause we've been here before, and now we're back for more. With the help of the fans, we're in with a chance. 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 Can you imagine what we'll do if by some fortune we get through? And sing our song at the Eurovision. Can you imagine how we'll be if this becomes reality? Can we do it? Is it true that we're in with a chance? In with a chance, and this time we're gonna take it. In with a chance, in with a chance, and this time we'll try to make it to the final show. One step further is all we need to go, 'cause we've been here before, and now we're back for more. With the help of the fans, we're in with a chance. In with a chance. In with a chance. In with a chance. In with a chance.
I'm Jojo Wood and you're watching Eurovision UK TV as we head to the BBC studios for Eurovision You Decide, where 6 acts from the UK will be competing live for a place in the 2020 Eurovision final. Before the show starts, let's take a look at some of the competition heading to Rotterdam in May.
All the things you said we'd do, now you're telling me we're through. Do you think that I'm grieving me? All the things you said we'd be, did you ever think I'd see? You were planning on leaving. It's time for au revoir, 'cause once again we are right back where we started. But this time I know just what to do. I'm not broken hearted. I'm so over you. I'm so over you. Not thinking about you. Don't care if you beg or if you plead, 'cause now I'm without you. I'm gonna party like a sweet, party like a sweet. Oh, 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 party like a sweet. Oh, 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 party like a sweet.
Opět sam sama, děsítilů baví moja, nismo začetňo, opět sam sama. Opět sam sama, molím tě probudíme, někoho godina. Opět sam sama.
I knew it was love at first sight. On the first night we were together, everything kind of fell into place. When I saw your face, I felt much better. Nobody other than you could win my heart with eyes so blue. All my troubles faded away on the first day, and I knew it was love. La 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 la, and I knew it was love. La 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 la, and I knew it was love.
Jestem silną kobietą,
Jestem silną kobietą. Stoję na własnych rękach. Stoję na własnych rękach. Jestem niezależna. Możesz zobaczyć moją urodę. Możesz zobaczyć moją urodę. Ale nie jest twoja. Ale nie jest twoja. Jestem niezależna. Searching for a harmony, facing this reality. All we want is truth in our time. Walking through our history, corridors of destiny. All we want is truth in our time. When the fire is burning and the clouds are high. When my ears can't hear what's inside. Light so bright I cannot see. Dreaming of this fantasy. All we want is truth in our time. Truth that forever will shine.
No tengo muchas posesiones, pero te lo doy todo. No tengo mucho dinero, pero te amo tanto. No tengo una casa para vivir, ni siquiera tengo auto. Y no tengo un buen trabajo, pero siempre te amo. Te doy mi amor, por favor, tómalo. Te doy mi amor, por favor, tómalo. Mi amor por ti es todo lo que tengo. Te doy mi amor, por favor, tómalo.
I'll never see you.
Well, I've not been this nervous since '98 when Dublin International's win hung in the balance.
You've done this before. Once you're on stage, you'll be fine.
There's some serious talent here, and I'm not talking about the singing.
Oh, I can't think about that now, Sally.
Bloody hell, you must be out of sorts. Don't worry, I'll be on the lookout for both of us.
We just need to stay focused. Remember, the fans have picked us. They'll help us out.
And if it all goes horribly wrong, there won't be that many viewers. It's not exactly prime time TV. Then I suppose there's always YouTube. If you really screw it up, it'll go viral.
So, how was the date?
Awful.
Why? What happened?
It was going really well until I went back to his house.
And?
He collects life-size mannequins and dresses them up as British Prime Ministers. They were everywhere.
Ooh, that is weird.
It was like a creepy horror film. Winston Churchill was sitting at his table. Margaret Thatcher and Tony Blair were reclining on the sofa. When I went to use the loo, Boris Johnson was lying in the bath.
Oh my God.
I know. I don't care how good looking he was. I had to get out.
You've just been unlucky. Don't give up.
I am done with Plenty of Fish. Too many bad dates.
Are you going to watch it?
Well, yeah. I know we broke up months ago, but I can't not watch him and Nicky on TV.
Do you want me to come over? I mean, Steve won't notice I'm gone. He won't even miss me.
It's fine. Anyway, it's starting. I'll call you after.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Eurovision You Decide. The show in which you, the viewers, pick the song that you want to represent your country at This Is Eurovision.
The 2010s were the UK's worst decade at Eurovision, with a string of poor results and not a single appearance in the top 10. Unlike Sweden, who were the most successful country of the decade.
Okay, Mons, no need to rub it in. We can't all be lucky enough to be Swedish. Anyway, we brought you on the show to cheer us up, not to make us feel worse.
I was going to say that you can put all that behind you now, and you too have a chance to be up there with the Eurovision greats if you pick the best song tonight.
That's right, Mons. Only by picking tonight's best song to compete in this year's Eurovision does the UK stand a chance of recovering its once fantastic reputation in the contest.
If you've just joined us, we're halfway through the 6 songs competing for this year's Eurovision final. Song 4, Walk Away by Always the Bridesmaid, is coming up next.
If you like song number 3, Middle of the Road by Bland, then vote for the number on your screen. Lines are not open, so don't vote yet, as your vote will not be counted and you may still be charged.
Song number 4 is performed by Always the Bridesmaid. Band members Andy and Nicky formed the band back in the 1980s and entered the UK national final 4 times in 8 years. 23 years since their last appearance, they're hoping for a ticket to Rotterdam this May. When asked to describe their song in 3 words, they said, not typically Eurovision. Song number 4, Walk Away.
Lost in her world, she remembers the old life. She lets it in as she sits all alone. No one walking by understands why she's dreaming. Her lovely face is all that she owns. Lost in his world, try to sort out the problems. He passes by without seeing her there. Just another shape at the corner of his vision. So far away, he remains unaware. There'll come a time when he'll see her, he'll notice her light, and he'll find understanding an end to his plight. But for now, it's a typical day. He walks away, walks away. Lost in a town that had promised salvation. Yet one more case of an unbalanced world. All that she can see is all that she has longed for. All that he sees is an unbalanced girl. There'll come a time when he'll realize that she is the key to the man deep inside him that he wants to be. But for now, it's a typical day. He walks away, walks away. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Then comes the day, and it happens they stand face to face. He's aware in that moment she's his saving grace, and she knows without having to say. She takes his hand, now he wants to say he doesn't walk away.
You missed last year's Eurovision winner Duncan Lawrence perform his song Arcade, followed by a Eurovision montage for the 2010s performed by Mel Gedroyd and Mons Zelmerlo. Stay with us, the results are just coming up.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for.
The moment at which we find out all we need to know.
The answer to the question you've been asking all evening.
How can the UK beat the Swedes at this year's grand final?
I thought you were going to announce the winner, Mel.
That's right, Mons, sorry. The results from our professional jury and all you gorgeous people at home have been counted, verified and added together. And now it's time to find out who will represent the UK at this year's Eurovision. The winner of Eurovision You Decide 2020 is... always the bridesmaid.
Of course I'm pleased for them. We broke up because of his obsession with the contest, not because I stopped loving him.
Wait, you're not still in love with him, are you?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anyway, Sally texted she's having a great time with some bloke from the BBC and will apparently tell us all about it at Six Poor Folk on Sunday.
Oh, I'm supposed to be having lunch with the in-laws.
Oh, I can meet her on my own.
No. Give me a good reason to get out of it. I'll be there.
Kathy!
Oh!
Kathy!
Gotta go. Steve's shouting from the sofa. He probably can't reach the remote control. Speak soon. Bye.
Bye.
What are you doing out here? Our public is waiting for us.
Just going out to get some air.
You okay?
It's all a bit overwhelming. How did we even end up here?
Oh, well, I think the Eurovision fans might have had something to do with it.
It can't have been just that.
Well, let's say that last night I got very friendly with the main cameraman and he gave us some particularly good angles. Anyway, if you find this overwhelming, wait till we get to Rotterdam.
Oh, Lordy, I'd not even thought about that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll hold your hand and your mum can hold the other one.
I see your face across the screen. The nicest smile I've ever seen. All the things I should have said running round inside my head. All of the things that might have been.
So many faces everywhere. I step outside to get some air. They'll want a piece of me. I'm the one they want to see, but the one I long for isn't there. I can't tell anybody else. I have to keep this to myself. I'm losing so much sleep with this big secret that I gotta keep. Can't tell my closest friend. When is this longing ever gonna end? Is it right? Is it wrong? That I can't seem to move on, stuck in this purgatory, and no one knows it, nobody but me.
Still have your photo on the wall. So many moments I recall. Now that you're no longer here, everything is crystal clear, and the way you held me says it all.
Keep reminiscing in my mind. Wish I could turn the hand of time. I remember nights so calm, lying with you in my arms, when I was yours and you were mine. I can't tell anybody else. I'll have to keep this to myself. I'm losing so much sleep with this big secret that I gotta keep. Can't tell my closest friend. When is this longing ever gonna end? Is it right? Is it wrong? That I can't seem to move on, stuck in this purgatory, and no one knows it, nobody but me.
All the promises we made, thinking love would never fade, that we would be closer.
All the memories we shared, all the time spent unaware, that this would be over. Is it right, is it wrong, that I can't seem to move on, stuck in this purgatory, and no one knows it, nobody but me.
Love it or loathe it, the Eurovision Song Contest is back. So seek out those sequins, fluff up those feather boas, and pop the Bucks Fizz in the fridge.
On Saturday, May 16th, the annual farce, the Festival of Kitsch, Europe's Campus Cheese Fest, will be on TV screens across Europe and beyond.
This morning we had the UK entrants Andy and Nicky, otherwise known as Always the Bridesmaid, in the studio with us. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Tell us, what has life been like since you won the national final?
Manic. In the past few weeks, our feet have barely touched the ground. We've been promoting our song in Amsterdam, Riga, London, Moscow, Madrid, Tel Aviv.
The whole experience has just been incredible.
Now apparently you've both been lifelong fans of the contest, so how does it feel to actually be taking part?
Oh, surreal. We've met Eurovision stars with love for years. In fact, last week we had dinner with Charlotte Perrelli, Carola, Selma, Hira Bjork, and Nicky French.
Who are they?
I've heard of Nicky French, the crime writer.
Oh, not that Nicky French, the one that sang for the UK in 2000.
Now, Andy, we've been told that you're a Eurovision baby. Is it true that you were born on the night of the contest in 1975?
That's right, yeah. My mother's a big fan of the contest and she was desperately trying to hold me in so she could watch the voting.
And is it a coincidence then that your name, Andy Shaw, sounds like Sandy Shaw?
I don't think so.
And what about you, Nicky? What is your earliest Eurovision memory?
Watching the 1979 contest and loving the German entry, Genghis Khan. Still love it now.
I'll have to check that one out on YouTube. Now, onto your song. We've just watched the video and we've noticed that you've gone for quite an understated vibe, which is very unusual for Eurovision. Normally the more wacky and zany you are, the more likely you are to win.
Oh, there's a place for wacky and zany at the contest, but Israel's Toy would be the only recent winner that fits that description.
Now, one question you must get asked a lot is, do you think you can change the fate of the UK in the contest? I mean, it's common knowledge how poor our results have been over the past few years and how political the contest has become.
We think we can change that. Our song is very different from anything we've said recently, so we'll see.
Now, before you head off to Rotterdam, we have a message here from last year's UK contestant, Michael Rice. He says, you're going to have an epic time. Enjoy your time in the Eurovision bubble before it pops.
I have to ask, what is the Eurovision bubble?
Oh, it's a magical place you step into when you arrive at the host city for the contest.
A place where only the Eurovision and those who love it exist.
Well, now we know. Thank you very much for joining us and we wish you the best of luck in Rotterdam.
Thank you.
Good luck.
It's not long now till Europe turns its eyes on this year's Eurovision hopefuls as they battle it out for the top spot of the first contest of the 2020s. UK band Always the Bridesmaid, we head into Rotterdam this Saturday with a nation's hope on their shoulders. After the UK came last in 2019, they can't do any worse. But the pressure is on to prove to the rest of Europe and Australia and Israel that they mean business. I'm Jojo Wood and you're watching Eurovision UK TV.
We have waited 50 weeks for the highlight of the year. Finally the time's arrived, so excited to be here. 2 whole weeks of nothing but wall-to-wall Eurovision fun. Euro Village, Euro Club, all-night parties from day one. Normal life we leave behind us, and you'll find us rubbing shoulders with the stars. We could live like this forever, in this together, as we get down in the bubble. First rehearsal rehearsals we go in, faking it like we're the press. See the costumes and the props, usually we're quite impressed. We take selfies all the time with the singers when we can. We write blogs and articles for every Eurovision fan. Friends at home are forgotten, cause it's not them with whom we want to spend our time. We all share this great passion, don't wanna have to ration any time spent in the bubble. Wish that this was all the time, not just for a while. Dancing, singing, partying, Eurovision style. Wish that it could be like this every single day. Why is it that real life must get in the way? We would sell our friends and family if it meant we got tickets for the final show. Nothing could be more exciting or half as inviting as our last night in the bubble. In the bubble.
Sweden, Russia, Italy, Azerbaijan, the top favourites to win tomorrow night. We're only 12th. I was hoping for top 10 at least. Maybe all that crap we've been denying about Europe not liking the UK is actually true.
Maybe it's time to stop looking at the odds now.
Well, I've been gambling on this since I was 15. I can't just stop.
Perhaps you need some last-minute additions to your act. Some bucks and wenches or something.
People like a gimmick. How about somebody dressed as a giant rabbit on a unicycle playing a bodrum?
Or we could get someone to stage invade. Bump up the televote. Worked for us in 2018.
Okay, I can't take any more of this.
Well, we're only joking.
No, it's not that. I need to tell you all something. I can't keep it in any longer.
Are you worried about looking bold under the arena lights?
Oh, you're not going to do a runner on us, are you? I don't think it'll work without a lead singer.
In a nutshell, there's someone missing from all of this.
Katie Boyle?
Sarah! Over the last few weeks, I've realised how much she means to me and how much I've cocked everything up.
Are you seriously doing this now?
I know it's not great timing, but it's really affecting me. I should be having the time of my life, and without her, it's lost its charm. I need to find a way to win her back. I'm going to lose the plot.
The main problem was your obsession with the Eurovision. I think it might still be an issue.
I could tone it down. I'd do anything to be with her again. I'd even move away from Harrogate. The thing is, I really need her there with me tomorrow night. If not physically, I need to know there's still hope for us. I don't think I can do it otherwise.
Send her a message.
Oh, it's been months. It needs to be something bigger than that.
A phone call? An email? You can't exactly go there in person. You're kind of busy.
You could dedicate the song to her at the start. People like a love story and it might pull more televotes your way.
This song's called Walk Away. I don't think that's going to work.
You could change it to Walk Back.
No, I don't think that'd fit.
Scrap it, I've got a brilliant idea. Why not change the lyrics and make it relevant to Sarah?
We'd get disqualified.
Would we? I don't know. No one's ever tried it.
Well, we'd have to change all the lyrics to make it work.
Oh, I can just see it. We change the words, take it down to an acoustic level to make it really intimate. You begin with a short but heartfelt dedication and boom, the televotes come rolling in.
How can we take it down to an acoustic level? The whole thing's pre-recorded and it just runs like clockwork.
Well, let's just say Sally and I became very friendly with the two main sound guys this week. Well, they'll pull a few strings for us.
No way. Anyway, they'd lose their jobs.
Oh, we'll work something out. It could be like that film with Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore.
Music and lyrics. Sarah adores that film.
It was meant to be.
Are we seriously going to do this?
Why not risk it? At least everyone will remember us.
To be a true artist, you've got to stand out from the crowd.
Grab a pen and paper.
Are we really, really sure?
Not at all. Could be a complete disaster, but we're still doing it.
Let's write down about how it all started with you and Sarah. See where that gets us.
Let's
start back in 05 when I met her at the Eurovision party. She was so full of life, dancing around, looking really sparky.
In a Bucks Fizz fancy dress, you looked at her, said that you felt so intrigued. Then you confessed you had the urge to rip off a Velcro.
When you first boarded to mine, weeks hadn't talked until late evening. We had such a good time, felt kinda sad when she said she was leaving.
When we met her, I was impressed. She was chilled out and she seemed to like us. She was much nicer than the rest. All your other girlfriends were a load of psychos.
First time I danced with her, it felt so right somehow. When just like Johnny Logan, she said, hold me now. We already got the music. Now we got the lyrics to write. We already got the story. Now we gotta bring it to life. Gotta make it into something. So there isn't any doubt that we're gonna be together. That we're gonna work it out. We already got the music. We already got the music. Back in those early days, she and I spent so much time together. She didn't find my Eurovision ways, made me think she'd be around forever.
You both let the good times roll, seemed like nothing could divide you. Back then you were in control, before Eurovision got so deep inside you.
As the love between you grew, I used to dream of a perfect wedding, and then a grandchild or two. In my mind, that's where you were heading.
Seems like she's pretty rare. There aren't that many easy and sunny. There's some scary women out there. They seem okay, then they're boiling a Barney.
First time I held her close, she filled my heart with glee. And she whispered in my ear she'd save her kisses for me. We already got the music. Now we got the lyrics to write. We already got the story. Now we gotta bring it to life. Gotta make it into something. So there isn't any doubt that we're gonna be together. That we're gonna work it out. We already got the music. We already got the music. First time she spent the night, we made the perfect fit. I asked her, do you love me too? She said, ooh, just a little bit. We already got the music. Now we got the lyrics to write. We already got the story. Now we gotta bring it to life. Gotta make it into something. So there isn't any doubt that we're gonna be together. That we're gonna work it out. We already got the music. We already got the music. We already got the music.
Right. We've got our P&P, we've got the telly, we've got our onesies, and we've got our flags. We're ready to go! But no vodka shot games this year. You're right. You're not, are you? It's about Andy, isn't it?
I still really love him. I still really love him and I really miss him. And now he's about to sing on the biggest stage of his life and I'm hundreds of miles away and he won't even know I'm watching.
You could send him a message.
I can't because I can't distract him before he goes on and, you know, I broke up with him because of the Eurovision. He's not going to want to hear from me tonight.
I don't know what else to suggest.
Let's just watch it.
Come on. Let's open these.
Please welcome your Eurovision hosts, Ilse Vandenberg and Lars Meyer.
Good evening. Australia. Welcome to the 65th Eurovision Song Contest.
We have waited many years to welcome the Eurovision back to the Netherlands, and so we are more than ready to be your guide to the best and most watched television show in the world.
We are so pleased to welcome you to Rotterdam, and for those of you watching at home, you are in for a great show.
Tonight's contestants come from all over Europe and beyond, and they are ready for action in the green room.
Months and months of preparation have gone into tonight's show. So, it's time to sit back, take a drink, grab hold of your snacks, and let the Eurovision Song Contest 2020 begin!
Tonight, an estimated 200 million viewers are watching the Eurovision across Europe and the rest of the world. UK band Always Surprise Me are 9th in the running order, the same position the Shadows were the night lead singer Andy Shaw was born. Can he and bandmate Nicky go on better this time? The UK's up next. Fingers crossed for our boys.
8 songs have been performed, and I'm here in the green room with Sweden's Ebba Karlsson. Tell us, Ebba, were you pleased with your performance tonight?
Oh, it was great to perform on the stage, and the audience was so amazing. We love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Now, Sweden was the most successful country in the Eurovision in the 2010s. Can you tell us what your secret is?
Well, if I tell you, they will not let me back into Sweden.
Do you think we could see a 7th win for Sweden tonight?
Well, there were so many amazing songs performed tonight, so we will just have to wait and see.
And we also have Irena from Poland.
Hello everyone, and hello everyone back home. Witam wszystkich Polaków.
Now, you performed 2nd in the running order tonight, which is known as the graveyard slot, because no one has ever won from 2nd place before. Do you think you could be the first to do it?
Well, anything's possible at the Eurovision, and we always hope for a first win for Poland.
Well, the very best of luck to you, Irena. Thank you. Now, we go back to the stage for song number 9 from the United Kingdom.
Last night, we changed the words to our song because I wanted it to speak to one particular person. I hope she's watching at home in the UK. She knows who she is, and by the end of this song, I hope she'll know how important she is to me. This is called Let Me Be the One. 15 may not be a very special number, but it marks the years since the first day we met. All that went before fades away into nothingness. So many years I could easily forget. 15 may not be a very special number, but it marks the years since you first said my name. Nobody before made it sound so melodious. Nobody since made it sound quite the same. Love, it was there and I held it, but I let it go. Looking back, I was foolish, but now I know I had a chance and I threw it away. Take me back, take me back. 15 may not be a very special number, but it marks the years since our very first kiss.
Walking on the clouds, I can still remember thinking, no one before made me feel quite like this. Love, it was there, and I held it, but I let it go. Looking back, I was foolish, but now I know I had a chance, and I threw it away. Take me back, take me back. Love, you were there, and I held you, but I let you go. Looking back, I was foolish, but now I know. All I want when this evening is done is for you to let me be the one. Let me be the one.
Missed possibly the most heartwarming moment ever witnessed at Eurovision. UK band Always the Bridesmaid changed the song lyrics, went acoustic, and lead singer Andy Shaw dedicated the song to his ex-girlfriend to try and win her back. Oh. Executive producer John Ola Sands has decided that the UK can stay in the competition, but because the song was so different to that of the jury final, they can only receive one set of their votes, either the jury votes or the televotes. They have opted to have their televotes. So, there's only 3 countries left who have scored highest with the juries, and then we'll find out the televotes, and we'll find out where the UK is placed.
We now come to Italy. 3rd place with the juries. But how did the public vote? Italy. Public gave you a total of 184 points!
In 2nd place with the jury, Russia. Now we can find out how the public voted. Russia. The public gave you... Are you ready? 261 points!
The country with the highest number of votes from the jury was Sweden. But what did the public give them? Sweden. You have a total of 212 points!
Now we can look at the scoreboard and see who is at the top with a combined score of 417 points. All that remains is for us to find out how the public voted for the United Kingdom.
Remember, the United Kingdom could not receive both sets of votes and elected to receive just televotes. So, will they receive more than 417 votes? In the history of the contest, the highest number of televotes was 376, and that went to Portugal in 2017.
The televote score for the United Kingdom in this year's Eurovision Song Contest
from all members of the public across Europe
is it higher than 417?
Will they be crowned this year's winners?
They have to receive more than 417 votes to be declared winners.
So, the total score for the United Kingdom is
398. We can
Last night, in the most exciting twist in Eurovision history, the UK won the televotes with the highest score ever recorded. Yeah, with their record-breaking 398 televotes, they came second overall, giving the UK their best result this century. Their performance last night has already clocked up more than 20 million YouTube hits, making it the fastest Eurovision YouTube sensation ever. I know, right? Andy Shaw and Nicky will shortly be arriving here, where, as you can see, Eurovision fans from the north have gathered to welcome them home. I'm Jojo Wood, and you're watching Eurovision UK TV.
Started just a year ago, when our country hit an all-time low. We were so fed up with coming last. All our great results were so long past. So we took a chance on a pair of middle-aged musical men, helped by all the fans. They restored our country back to glory again. Two is the magic number, it's clear to see. Second on scoreboard, best result this century. Two is the magic number, that's for sure. 2 points off 400, best ever televoting score. It took two to write a song, put us back up where we belong. If you dare to dream, your dreams come true. Two is the magic number, me and you. As the contest started drawing near, 4 big favourites came through loud and clear. Their songs were on the lips of every fan: Russia, Italy, Sweden, Azerbaijan. Then we risked it all, changing all our lyrics on the final night. Luck, it came to call. Europe loved the story, so it turned out right. 2 is the magic number, it's clear to see. Second on scoreboard, best result this century. 2 is the magic number, that's for sure. 2 points off 400, best ever televoting score. It took two to write a song, put us back up where we belong. If you dare to dream, your dreams come true. 2 is the magic number, me and you. Two is the magic number, it's clear to see. Second on scoreboard, best result this century. 2 is the magic number, that's for sure. 2 points off 400, best ever televoting score. It took two to write a song, put us back up where we belong. If you dare to dream, your dreams come true. 2 is the magic number, me and you.
If you dare to dream, your dreams come true. 2 is the magic number, me and you.